Welcome to Talk Culture TV with me, Domenico. I'm Francesco Totti, of course. Now, reaction to the Champions League draw yesterday. Not everyone's going to say Paris Saint-Germain versus Real Madrid is a tie of the round. And understandable, the two heavyweights, possibly the two favourites. But if you are starting with Italian teams, if we look at Juventus versus Spurs, for me, I think that is one tie that is too close to call. Now, you look at Spurs, obviously you don't need me to tell you, Harry Kane right now, probably the most informed striker in Europe as it is. You don't need me to tell you that. Along with Dele Alli and Eriksen behind him, that's a real attacking threat that Spurs have got. But then you look at Juventus, we know how great their defence is. Okay, they've no Bonucci or Dani Alves from last year. But the Italian defending is the art, This is one, I don't think Spurs will come up against a tough defence like that. And also you look at Juventus, up front you have Higuain, Dybala. They have as much attacking prowess as well. So I think it is a tough one to call personally. I know one thing for certain is come the second leg at Wembley, that'll be a spectacular atmosphere. The amount of fans that the Bianconeri Juventus will take to the Wembley, no doubt. So that's that one to look forward to. Next, Roma, and of course Totti is nodding. Shakhtar Donetsk. Now, Donetsk are no pushover. Let's be honest. I know a few Romanista, being one myself. They would have happy to have been avoided Real Madrid and Bayern Munich. Okay, Donetsk aren't a main threat, but let's look at, if you look at it this way, they were in a group of Man City, Napoli and Feyenoord, and they've finished second. So they've pipped Napoli to qualification, who now are in the Europa League. So they're not going to be any pushovers. We know that they've done okay in previous tournaments, held their own. I think it'll be far from easy. Eusebio Di Francesco won't need me to tell him that. But in the second leg at the Olimpico, hopefully if Roma can get just something away, take them back to the Olimpico, I think it's going to work in Roma's favour. You're going to say I'm optimistic, but then you've got to be. You look at the other potential opponents they could have had, I think it's okay. But with these Champions League ties, of course, they're not till February/March. So it's not like an FA Cup tie where they're drawn out the hat and then 2 weeks later they go and play. We've got a bit of a while then. We've got a transfer window in between. Of course, we've got Christmas break as well. So I think it's going to be, a tough draw to call. We're also in the Europa League. Atalanta and both Napoli have drawn heavyweights as well in their ties. So 4 Italian teams in Europe. Not since 2010, since Inter won the Champions League, have we had an Italian team win a major trophy in Europe. It's about time that changes, surely. We've had Juventus in a few finals and they've lost 2, I know. But let's hope, so this is a better year for Italian football in Europe. last year Juventus done so well getting to the final. They saved their worst till last against Real Madrid, inspired by Cristiano Ronaldo on the day. So yeah, it remains to be interesting. But in the meantime, plenty of Serie A games to enjoy in the meantime. Next episode I'll be previewing this weekend's games, and there are some big ones coming up. So stay tuned for that.